Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you my goals for 2026. So as you've probably noticed, I'm doing things a little bit differently this year. I did my bullet journal time lapse in a different video, and that one is already up by the time I'm filming this. So you can go ahead and watch that one if you're interested. I'm changing things a little bit because I have been struggling for the last 2 years. Last year was even worse. I didn't think I could beat the year before that. I didn't think I could beat 2024, but I did. In 2025 it was worse. I was all over the place. I had such a hard time managing, balancing everything that I didn't basically manage everything. I failed at a lot of things. I don't like to use the word fail, but yeah, I didn't achieve everything that I wanted to achieve in the way that I wanted to achieve it, if that makes sense. So this is why I'm doing some changes around the channel, just so I can manage a little bit more easily. So as you know, I am a full-time music and drama teacher in elementary school. I have a lot going on. So drama takes a lot of my time, and that was the biggest part of December where I was struggling because I had to substitute some students that were absent for the plays when we were presenting. I had to taking care of costumes. That's the worst part. I love being able to have my students in costume and all that, and accessories and decors, but it's so demanding for me and it's very, very time consuming. So that was the worst part in December. I do have my concert band as well as an extracurriculum activity, but that rolls pretty well. Once I already have all of my music sheet, the rest, it flows. Yes, I do have a schedule for practices and for rehearsals, but once that's done, it's easy to manage. It's not that demanding other than the time with the students. So that's fine. But still to consider, I did have a couple of things I needed to take care of for the concert. So that was at the same time as my students were doing the drama play. It was, yeah, I didn't think it could be worse than last year, and it was. So there's that. The end of the year from last school year was really, really intense, and I didn't think I could beat it either. But here we are. Anyways, I'm trying to plan ahead and not fall into those traps for the rest of the school year, but we'll see how that goes. I am also starting cheerleading as a recreational activity hobby. So no competition. I'm just barely starting out to see if I'm gonna enjoy it or not. And those are 10 classes on Thursday evenings. So all spread out through January until April. So that's not gonna be too time consuming for now. And I also play in a band, clarinet, and a lot is going on, but they're all things that I really, really enjoy, that brings me a lot of fun in my life and joy. And yeah, I wouldn't see me not doing those activities. I do them because I love them, even teaching. So that's still going on in my life. And considering all of that, I'm trying to find a way where the business still gets to be working good, and the channel and all of that. So I also own a small business where I sew some items. So I do book sleeves, bookmarks, pen holders, book bags, and kitchen aprons, and some other stuff. And I've been very, very busy in 2025 with craft fairs, and I was very, very successful, and I've upgraded my equipment and all that. So it's really good. And for once, I feel like we're going somewhere with the business. So I need to also put that into account with my schedules and my time. I do want to prioritize it because my husband is at uni right now, and financially we are struggling. So I'm sewing because I love to sew. I also love to connect with the customers and knowing that they really love my products as well. So like, I love all of that, but it still demands a lot of time, and I do need to give it some more time so that it continues to grow. It's not magical having a small business. You need to put in a lot of time for it to get to the point where I want it to be. Like, I don't want it to be my main job, but you still have to work with it if you want to have like regular sales coming in. So there's that. So considering all of that in my personal life, here are the goals for reading and the channel. So first of all, reading wise, since I discovered BookTube in 2020, I only managed to achieve 1 year, which was 2020. And I gave myself a goal to read, I think, 15-ish books. And I read like maybe 25 or something like that. Starting 2021, I decided to go like 1 a week, so 52 books per year. I still have not been able to achieve those goals in the last like 4 years. 2025 was even worse than all of the previous years. So I'm not going to keep on giving myself that goal when it's not realistic with the lifestyle that I have right now. If I didn't have my business, if I didn't have like concert band, it would be so much easier to read more and read 1 book a year. But like, playing in the concert band also means I have to practice. I do try to practice during the lunchtime at school so that I don't have to do that here at home. I try to keep like school stuff at school and home stuff like business and reading and the channel at home. But like, easy to say, but it's not always doable, and I still only have 24 hours in a day. So yeah, and I don't want to stop playing music, and I don't want to stop my business. So it's just unrealistic to say that I'm gonna read 1 book a week. Some months it may be easier to do. During summertime, I usually have more time to read because it's summer and I'm not working. So yeah, I do want to this summer like try to plan ahead for the next school year during the summer time, on top of like the business and reading, so that it's not as chaotic during the back to school moment, like the September till December moment. So again, I think that the keyword for 2026 is going to be planning. A lot of planning and following the plans. That's the other thing. Step 2, following those plans and not putting them aside and just trying to plan ahead. That way it works. I used to post a lot on TikTok before, a couple of years ago, and it worked because everything was planned ahead. The videos, I uploaded them, I scheduled everything in advance. Like, everything works when I do that. I just fell behind because other things weren't planned, and then I fell behind, but that's when I kind of lost control. And I haven't uploaded on TikTok since because I want to be in control of this channel first and then upload there a little bit later. So anyways, I didn't put that in one of my goals, but yes, going back to posting on TikTok is one of my goals. So anyways, back to reading goals on Goodreads. I'm gonna give myself realistic goals. So I'm gonna go with 3 modes: easy mode, medium mode, and hard mode. Easy mode is going to be reading 24 books this year, which isn't a lot, but I want to get that accomplishment feeling and not feeling stressed out because I haven't read enough. I don't want it to be a pressure, because when it becomes pressure for me to read, I then feel like a failure because I know it's just physically impossible for me to get to that point. And I don't like feeling that way, so I prefer realistic goals. So easy mode is going to be 24 books. I have always read more than 25 books, I think, so far, at least since 2021, for sure. This year, well, 2025 was a difficult year, and I read 20 8 books. So I think 24 books is very realistic. 2 books per month is a reassuring goal for myself. The medium mode is going to get to 36 books for the year, and the hard mode is going to be 52 books. I don't think I'm going to manage to get to 52, but hopefully at least get to medium mode. But I know that I'll be able to get to the easy mode throughout the year, regardless of how chaotic my year is going to be. So at least I know I'm gonna succeed at 2026, and I'm trying to be more gentle with myself this year. So that's the way to go. 24, 36, and then 52. We'll see if we get there, but realistically, I think I'll be able to get to medium mode. We'll see for hard mode, but yeah, I'll be happy with that. I'm still giving myself a goal to read 60 pages per day on average, which means I know I have some days I don't read, but other days that I do read more, I want it to average out 60 pages per day. I think it's a realistic-ish goal. I did not manage it in 2025, but in 2024, I did manage it. Even if I didn't get to the 52 book goal, I still managed to read around 60 pages per day. So yeah, I want to keep that one on. I also have some specific book goals that I want to achieve. The first one is to complete the Elderling Realm books. This one is not as realistic as the other ones, but I have been trying to read all of Robin Hobb books, all of this universe books. I'm now on Ship of Destiny, which is book number 6, the second trilogy. I do have all 3 next books, the next trilogy, and that's it, but I am going to be purchasing the other books. Ideally, would love to finish the 9 books that are left within this universe by the end of the year, but like 9 huge books that are like 800 pages each isn't that realistic for like this year. I would be only reading these books if I did that, almost. Even if I really, really love Robin Hobb, I don't want to only be reading Robin Hobb. So yeah, I think realistically I'll be taking another 2 years, so this year and next year, to finish all of their books. I think so, like realistically, but I'm still putting in finishing these books in 2026. Who knows where we'll be at that point. Another goal of mine is to finish the Lord of the Rings series. I am now a quarter through book number 2, which is The Two Towers. I am reading these for the first time. I've put it aside for a while now, but hopefully I'll be able to finish this one this year. I think it is realistic if I prioritize them in my TBR. And I am still going to be participating in the Buzzwordathon with the titles. No cover challenges. I just want to do the regular buzzword title challenge. So 1 per month. And I have not accomplished that last year. Trying to do it again this year. I know these titles and readathons are adding up like to way more than 24 books just for the readathons alone. But yeah, I won't be too disappointed if I'm not able to achieve this one. I do like to do it, but I'm not going to be stressing myself over it if I don't get to achieve it. I'm still going to be participating in the adventures in Asia again this year, so I decided to go with a different path on the map. For this year, last year I failed miserably with the Aurelium, like bad. But I still gonna try it again, as it's also 1 book per month. Just the buzzword and the adventure in Asia alone, like together, they make 2 books per month, which means like I'll get to that 24 books per year if I manage them. I'll try to like double it if I can, but I don't have my hopes up with this one either, and I'm not gonna be too disappointed if I don't get to it. I'll try my best, but it's fine if I don't. If you've seen my Bujo video, you'll also see that I did another spread with the series of books that are in progress, series that I've started that I haven't finished. So last year I wanted to finish more series. I didn't finish as much as I wanted to, but I did make some progress. So I'm happy with that, and I'm still going to roll over that goal again this year because I do want to color in those books that I've read and finished series. That's for sure. I have a lot of series that I started that I haven't finished, and I'm gonna try my best to finish those. And finally, I only have three channel-ish goals. The first one is to do more sprints. I don't want to commit to like once a week or once a month thing, but I do want to do them a little bit more often. It will depend on cheerleading competitions, on concerts, on like all those things that are going on in my life, but I do want to do them more often this year. I did a couple of those last year in 2025, but I do want to still do them more. I do enjoy doing them. I also want to do 4 24-hour readathons, so times where I'm off. Probably during the summer, but also maybe during a bank holiday or something where I'm not working and I don't have practices or rehearsals or whatever, where I'm going to be like reading as many books as I can for 24 hours and vlog those. I really enjoy it. I just don't usually have the time for it. So maybe 4 times in the year may be realistic if I do like 2 of those during summertime. I think I could be able to do that. And yeah, that also helps to boost reading. So I also want to catch up on all of the videos that I'm currently editing that I haven't edited. I have been continuing filming during rush time, so at least there's that, but I haven't edited or uploaded anything. I've been doing that for the last week now, so hopefully I'll be all caught up on time and I'll be able to upload regularly and not fall behind. That is why I'm going to be using my planner, my business planner, a lot more, because I need to schedule ahead posts for Facebook for my small business as well as my Instagram, all that stuff. I need to plan ahead, and once I will be able to control all of those medias, then I'll go back to TikTok, which if you're not on TikTok, you might be able to see them there. I might post them here as well, but just like a couple of days later than on actual TikTok. I think that's what I did back in the days. So I'm probably gonna keep that. I also did start more doing dedicated vlogs, which I really enjoy. So those I'm still doing and I want to do more. And it also helps me to get to my other goal of finishing series. So I'm definitely going to keep doing that. If you haven't seen my video with the channel updates, you can go back and watch it. I did talk about all those things. Also for my TBR videos and wrap-ups, how I'm going to go about them, especially since I'm not going to be reading as much. I'm not giving myself any goals of like gaining a certain number of subscribers. Those are things that I don't necessarily control. I could be lucky or not. I could do everything right and still not be lucky enough to get the amount of subscribers I wish I would get. So like I'm not focusing on those numbers, but I'm focusing more on me, on being gentle for myself and still enjoying doing what I do, if that makes sense. So I think that wraps it up for my goals for 2026. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you'll still stick around. If you have any goals that you want to share, please share them in the comments below. I would love to know them. I wish everyone good health and good things to come, but mostly being gentle with yourself and taking care of yourself is the most important thing. So that's what I'm sending for all of you for a nicer and more gentle 2026. I think we really deserve with everything that's been going on, not just like me, but in general, life and the world has been way too intense. So yeah, on that note, like, comment, subscribe if you wish, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.